10:21 a.m. I'm going to be going out for some classes, so I'm going to be preparing my food now. I've got a lot prepared. I'm going to have this, another 2 slices for a Nutella sandwich. This is going to be the chicken one. Just going to add a little bit on. The end of this extreme poverty is near. So close, so close. Anyway, that's it from the barbecue chicken side. And then I'm just gonna add these couple of chunks because although I definitely will have to think about running out of supplies every now and then when I go to the supermarket, I will have a lot more of a choice when I do have money coming in, which will be very soon.
Can you see that?
No.
Okay.
Kit.
Huh?
Kit.
Ah, okay. Okay. Watch yourself, this has got phones in it, yeah? I don't want to rob your bags in it. Okay, watch yourself first.
12:02 p.m. Got to the class way before I expected. I now know how long it takes to get here to this class. So in the meantime, because I'm feeling so hungry, I am starving. I am just gonna have this chicken sandwich with the burger sauce, and then we're gonna wait until my class. And then after that, it's a darts class, Zumba. I just would like to learn how to do that better, learn how to dance. I find that I enjoy the shifts just a little bit more. It's like a little touch up. And also I'll be able to meet different people and be in an environment that I'm not really used to, a predominantly female one. I didn't really experience was like when ladies would say, or experience the closest I can, the sort of experience where ladies would say sometimes in male dominated spaces, they feel intimidated. And I think from being in this Zumba class, I could have felt the same way. It is more like a physical feeling, hence I say that, even though it's more of a belief, in my opinion anyway, because it's an opinion, not necessarily an emotion. But it definitely wasn't. I definitely had a physiological response to that belief, like I was an outcast, that sort of stuff. Just because I was male, the only other person that was male who wasn't the teacher was somebody else who, just like me, wasn't used to the classes and was just in the back like me dancing, or tried to anyway. But I think I'll probably be more competent than last time, and I think it should be fun. It doesn't have to be, I didn't think this, it doesn't have to be daunting. That's just a mindset. It doesn't have to be like that. I choose for it to be like that in my mind. I choose for myself to think of it in being in a predominantly female space, I don't know how to describe it, in a way I don't like, in a way in which I'm like the odd one out, like an outcast. I don't know how you describe that in an emotion, but yeah. I can enjoy myself even though I don't know what I'm doing, and if people laugh, then people laugh. I mean, although I do care, and although maybe that's it, embarrassment. I don't want to feel embarrassed, but I'm human. I can make mistakes, and I can decide to have fun with it if I choose to. I just decided not to because I thought I looked like a fool not knowing how to dance. But I have to start from somewhere. The competence has to start from somewhere. It can't just be. No one comes out of the womb knowing how to dance. Not even world-class dancers. Salsa dancers, for example. They don't just come out of the womb knowing how to dance. It might be in their culture. For example, if they're Hispanic, to do salsa, but just because that's the case doesn't mean that they've come out of the womb knowing how to dance. It's not like they were doing salsa in the hospital or wherever they were born. Yeah, anyway, I don't have to feel embarrassed. I just chose to that time, but I can enjoy myself, and I can speak to people who want to speak to me back too. I can, and I don't have to take someone's passive aggressiveness. I've experienced that a couple of times in this place, just a little bit. I can speak up. I don't have to feel embarrassed. I do care what other people would think about me in this case, or at least on the forefront it'd seem like that, because this embarrassment is rooted into insecurity, I think. And I'd already be feeling insecure because I know I really wholeheartedly believe and look like, when I look at myself in the mirror when dancing, look like I'm incompetent. But then those insecurities, from my perspective, would be further encouraged in my mind, further increase, further exacerbate maybe in my mind, or my perception of them would, due to the idea of people laughing at me due to my incompetence. But I can have fun not knowing what to do. I can, just the same way in the calisthenics class that's coming up, I can have fun even though I don't know what to do. I just gotta stick with it. That's the catch, and then get the hang of it. And then people might say, oh wow, you're actually doing really well, and people might congratulate me on that. But yeah, I sense that this is probably a motivation dip from insecurity, but I would feel insecure or believe I'm insecure by choice. It's not by force. Yeah, I can have fun even though I don't know what I'm doing. That could go with every aspect of life, even with my exercise classes, when I'm my calisthenics sessions, when I'm just by myself. I can have fun even though I don't know what I'm doing. It's not a punishment, even though it might seem like it, even though incompetence might seem like it, because I could see, like, my parents would shame me for that, basically by mocking algorithm generated grades. I got, for A levels, I did 3 of them and I got 2 E's and a D from the algorithm generated grades. But after that I got 3 C's, but my mum would mock it. My mum would mock the fact that I did once, and I could see mentally that is maybe subconsciously what I view as the punishment for incompetence, being mocked, being laughed at by other people, even though I knew I could have done better or something like that. Yeah, I definitely could have if I put more effort in, put more hours in with the school grades. But the same goes for the salsa classes. Not salsa, Zumba classes, and maybe salsa classes. There's salsa and the Zumba classes a little bit, so I'm learning that. But anyway, yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'm gonna eat now. 1:43 p.m. after doing a Zumba class, which I really enjoyed. I've now got some pineapple drink from the machine. I'm not paying for the vending machines. You can just get a like Volvic kind of at no cost. Not on the premise you have a membership, that is. But I get paid to have my membership. They call it a benefit, but I don't think so. I think it makes sense to have an active gym membership if you work at a gym. That I don't view that as a benefit. That just helps you do the job. But anyway, yeah. It seems like the ladies were, well, at least quite a few of them were way more accepting of me than I'd planned for. I didn't necessarily, I don't remember now, but I may have said this, but I didn't plan for them to be so accepting. I mean, we were really connected together when doing the dance. It's like all of that insecurity was just a matter of the mind, really. It wasn't to do with the outside world, specifically in the Zumba class, but at home, maybe, like as I said, with my mum mocking my A-level grades that were algorithmically generated. I just maybe subconsciously keep replaying those sorts of thoughts in my mind again and again. But yeah, it's definitely has been fun. The Zumba instructor say in a couple more classes you'll definitely get the hang of it, and it's for enjoyment. Like, you can see the person's having so much fun. Everyone's having fun. Like, everyone, even me, I'm having fun even though I don't know what I'm doing. Like, it doesn't have to be a punishment. Like, it could be a lot of fun on the premise I let it. And the ladies, it seems like I just have to get to know them a bit more, and then we'll be talking more. But it's a gradual process. It's gradual. It's bit by bit. You get there and get more socially active. Because this would be the first time out of no, it would be outside of the shifts. This would be the first time that I'd be interacting with people in a class, or just a group of people where the goal is the same. We're just doing, in this case, Zumba. And then today in the afternoon, later in the afternoon, it'd be the second time. And then tomorrow it will be the swimming class, excluding the shift, that is. So yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of social activity going on, or at least more than before. Wouldn't be as antisocial as before. I just need to just keep going, keep being social. I like it. I'm having fun in this. Well, at least in the spaces I'm at, with the Zumba, for example, it's fun. Like, we as a group, and even the instructors, or the instructor, depending on how many there are. Last time there were 2. It can be a lot of fun, really. anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm done. So I'm just gonna drink my drink and then stay here for a bit because I want to plan out what I want to do for my exercise classes tomorrow. Even though it says somebody else is teaching them, I want to stay here for that, to practice them, to stay competent. But I've got the reason I think I could have been feeling insecure, as I said, was I didn't give myself the permission to do wrong or to make mistakes. Like, it's completely fine, really. Like, I didn't know what I was doing quite a lot of the time, and I've been there once. But again, that's just the second time I was there. But yet it's like I'm expecting myself to be at the same level as the instructor. No, that's just not how things work. You build competence over time. You build competence over time. It's not something that just comes instantly. I haven't come out the womb knowing everything. I'm not a know-it-all, and I never will be, and that's okay. It's fine to make mistakes. And I think I'm more, because of this mindset, I'm more mentally prepared for tomorrow, which I'd have to teach classes. Like, it's completely fine if I do get it wrong. Like, although it might be true that the clients, the people who I'll be coaching might not know, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to say sorry. Just after the one mistake, just try and fix it up. And if you keep messing up, just build competence outside of the shift. Like, it's not that difficult. I just put in more hours, get more competence. It's really that simple. But anyway, yeah, I just want to lead. I just want to finish off here with that one statement. It's okay to make mistakes. If I coach tomorrow, when I coach tomorrow, and if I make mistakes, which I'm almost bound to, regardless of how much experience I have, that's okay. I'm human, not a robot. Yeah, anyway, I'm done. On to planning the classes for tomorrow. Yeah, but I won't talk about that in this video because it's a food log. I mean, the Zumba talk was completely out of nutrition as well. But I spoke about it because, I mean, I'm having this after the Zumba session. Yeah, I definitely want to try and go to the next one, even though it's on a different day and different time, which I might be working at. I'll try and see if I can. Do 57 before calisthenics class, foundations or foundational stuff that I'll be going to. I've got this Nutella sandwich. It doesn't have much Nutella in it. It is, I think, going to be a bit dry, but along with my pineapple juice I spoke about earlier, it'll be fine. I was thinking of having the noodles, but I might be able to. I think I'll be able to get through this quicker because it's way smaller. Yeah, this is maybe 150 grams of food, maybe. Whereas the noodles is the prawn stir fry is 350 for a big meal, just in case I felt hungry, which I don't. Yeah, I think I overpacked, but I'm okay with that. I'd rather have more than less. I'd rather have too much than too little, because I can always eat the rest of what I can't eat later. But it's not the same the other way around. 4 o'clock, gonna have some of this. Just immediately after finishing the Nutella sandwich. Also, by the way, I wanted to make a note that I also brought the scale with me because I might want to weigh. I was thinking that after finishing off my apples, there's still going to be some left. There's going to be the core left, so I can use the scale to measure out exactly how much of the apple I ate. But for now, I'm just going to stick with the noodles. It really doesn't look like 250 grams to me, because when I think of 350, I think way more, but it could just be because of how big the container is. Yeah. Because on a plate or a small bowl, this would look massive. 5:55 after the amazing calisthenics class I had. I'm going to finish off the noodles that I had before the class, and I will also, I may or may not have some of the fruits that I've got here too. My 2 oranges and 2 apples. 10:59 p.m. I'm gonna have some cereal because I'm feeling hungry and thirsty. I don't know if I was thinking of having this cold, so I think I will. 250 litres of milk, what does that look like? Less than I thought it would be. Way less. That actually looks like an appropriate size portion, you know. 235 grams. It's 253. I want to just get a spoon, take some out. So that was apparently 6 milliliters then. I just wanted to show me doing that because I didn't want to make it seem like I wanted to show proof of me doing that, so it was obvious I couldn't just drink that because those calories also do count. Right, zeroed it. Right, final decision. Do I want to have this hot or cold? Having it hot might taste more pleasant. Have something warm to eat before going to bed rather than something cold. Okay, fine. I was reading up a bit about cow milk. I spoke about this before. I spoke about dairy products and milk potentially being a leading factor, the cow milk potentially being a leading factor to prostate cancer and ovary cancer. I read a book, Say No to Cancer book, and it said because of how milk breaks down in the body, breaks down into galactose, that can have a very negative impact on the female body, especially because I think that from what I read, it can break down ovaries. Cow milks are for cows, not for human beings, even though they get sold in the supermarket. But it could be a leading factor of dairies. I mean, could be a leading factor for cancer, or at least excessive dairy intake. Yeah. By the way, my hands, I need to cream my hands. I'm starting to get calluses. I don't want to get them because I have to deal with rough hands 24/7. I see people on YouTube with the rough hands. I don't want that because every time I rub on my hands, they're rough. Every time. I want that. Oh, now I wanted cold milk. Too late now. Unless I pour this out or put ice in it, which I'm definitely not doing. Okay, I'm about to try some. That's like a couple of minutes. Right, I'm just gonna heat this up a bit more, and then when I'm done, I'll show me putting in the bran flakes. Right, a few minutes later, at 10:05 according to the clock on the wall, it's go time. I'm gonna make this a 1-to-1 ratio. 250 milligrams, 250 milligrams of bran flakes. 84, and look how filled it is. Or 85, look at that. Never mind. No, that's all that can fit in there. Okay, well, 85 kg, 86 grams is then. It's 250 to 86 grams. What sort of ratio is that? I don't mean it in a frustrated way. I mean it more so a way of pursuit of understanding. What is the ratio for that? I put the spoon in there, so if I take it out, it's going to say 40 because the spoon's around 40 grams. Maths. All right, well that's it. That's the meal. What sort of ratio would that be? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll try and figure it out. Apparently, it's 50 to 17. I just looked up what's the lowest ratio of 250 by 85. Yeah. Even though the amount was 86 grams, I said 85 anyway. I put in 85 because just for simplification purposes, just to make it more simple.